not.
Oh, you haven't?
I went to school in Sarasota.
Oh, I
College.
don't think I knew that.
I'm a Novo Collegian.
What's that college down there? New college?
College.
New college?
I have a theory. I have a theory now about the weather that we've been experiencing the last 12 days or so. I believe that global warming is really happening, global climate change, and we're going to end up being Hawaii, and Florida's probably going to be underwater.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's pretty sure.
We live right next to the water too. We're like, this house is so gonna be underwater. We're old. We might be dead by then, but it's gonna happen.
That's my plan.
Yeah, there you go. Just pass when you have to.
Oh man, I am not awake. Oh, like my fingers aren't working. I'm just like.
Yeah, it's very common right now.
Nobody's cool?
Yeah. I'm like, I can't even function correctly.
I know what you mean.
No. No.
Yes. Yes. It's Jenny.
I'll remember it. There he was. He looked just like you. He didn't apply all the things they used to do. And there you were, no shirt and no shoes. Couldn't wear all the same things the way he used to do. Here I am, same as I was, letting it all ride on red, just because. And there they are, smoking cigarettes. Someday, museum sidewalks, we'll all forget. Cause nobody's cool anymore. Not like John Lee Hooker, Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, not like Gosling. Traveling shows from Mae West, James Dean or anything. It's ever been before. Nobody's cool anymore. Just like you, he didn't apply all the things he used to do. And there you were, no shirt and no shoes. You couldn't wear all the same things the way he used to do.
Shit.
Cause nobody's cool anymore. Woody Guthrie, Johnny Cash, Model A4s, not like green onions, mohair suits, or Han Solo, or anything it's ever been before. Nobody's cool anymore. Nobody's cool anymore. Nothing seems cool anymore. Nobody's cool anymore.
Sweet. Great.
Well,
Thank you.
What's your name?
What's that? The song?
No, your name.
Oh, Rebecca.
Nice to meet
You
you.
too. What's your name?
Aaron.
Nice to meet you.
You know you have a good circle when people recognize the Han Solo line. You know, not everybody hears that.
Yep.
And we actually, a friend recorded the song, and our friend Ronnie Elliott, he's a little older, and he's like, "Who's Han Solo?" He changed it to Greta Garbo.
Oh, great.
It's similar.
It works.
Yeah.
It just,
On
yeah,
an astral plane, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no laugh.
No. I'm working really hard at like having song intros that I can just play, have something to play, like background music, right? Learn to talk over guitar playing.
It's an art.
So, I was telling Janet Smith about this song earlier today, so I feel like I need to play it. She wants me to bring it to theirs. I guess there's a Monday thing at behind the office there where the Friends of Bill W meet. It's like grief songs.
Yeah.
Monday afternoons.
3 o'clock. I'll be leading.
3 o'clock? Okay. So she told me I should bring this song. This is called the Wheat Harvest of '84. And in 1984, a tractor accident took my brother away. And the small farming community of Kincaid, Kansas responded in a most amazing way. Driving home through tear-stung eyes, 100 miles of Kansas countryside. It's the end of June, almost July. It's a beautiful day, and yet I cry. Golden fields waving in the breeze, heads bent over, heavy with seed. The farmers here couldn't wait no more for the hard wheat harvest of '84. I walk in a house filled with food. The women in town needed something to do. I hug my mom, who's a sobbing mess. How she'll recover, I cannot guess. I turn to my dad, share a long embrace. A few times half tears stained his face. He tells me of what happened again. The grief just doesn't know where to begin. You see, this year's harvest had just begun. In the past, pride and sweat had gotten it done. Bone tired each day for several weeks. Combine and truck would bend the wheat. A river of grain flowing damp today down to the co-op to get it weighed. Now down the tractor and down the sun. He didn't know or care how it would get done. Now down the tractor and down the sun. He didn't know or care how it would get done. Out in the field rose a cloud of dust. Up the John Deere harvester, a Chevy truck. All the farmers here had left their own fields to first take care of my father's yield. Every acre of wheat my dad had in was cut that day. Put in the bin, one day of harvest from first to last, far more than father ever could tragedy strikes a small town. Folks look to see what they can share when real need is to be found. Community will be there. Golden fields waving in the breeze, heads bent over, heavy with grief. The farmers here could wait no more for the hard wheat harvest of '84. Golden fields waving in the breeze, heads bent over, heavy with grief. The farmers here could wait no more for the hard wheat harvest of '84.
St. Pete's on the west coast, right?
Yeah, close to Tampa. I just across the bridge from Tampa.
Okay. Florida song. I did 4 years in Orlando.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, around 2004.
Okay.
So
Hurricane
sounds
Charlie.
Sounds like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
doing
remember that
time.
one.
I did 4 years in Orlando.
Sometimes Florida's like
That's
that.
what it feels like there sometimes.
Sometimes Florida's like that, you know.
Summer
that
in
was the one-
Florida.
That's the one that
definitely
kept going, every kept running the other direction.
It was
and
supposed to.
headed that way.
It was supposed to hit us, and so many people I know went to Orlando to avoid the hurricane,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
hit
went to
Orlando
Orlando.
instead.
Yeah, it took off my roof. I could hear rows of shingles coming off like zippers, zip, zip, zip. And we would watch. My wife at the time, we were holding the plastic clips on the windows broke. We're holding the windows closed, and you could see the wind hitting the windows, and they
Yeah.
flex like saran wrap.
Oh my gosh.
I was just thinking, this is just gonna, it's gonna break and just go into my
And
body.
nail us.
Yeah.
100 miles an hour.
You're just reminded me of a friend of some of us, Joseph Lavelle, when he lived in Addison, Texas for the longest time, and he decided to move to Florida, moved to the Orlando area, and 4 hurricanes went through that year. And he turned around and came right back to Texas.
We had 3 in 6 weeks in 2004. So Charlie, the 2 weeks later, it was on the weekend.
Right?
Had another,
Yeah,
had
Charlie's
tarps
too.
on the roof, and then we had a new roof on for the next one 2 weeks later. And yeah, and I think the same year, sinkhole opened up and swallowed a
Yeah.
whole house.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing about that.
I was thinking, like, with when the ocean levels rise and everything gets screwed up in Florida, like, I just think it's gonna not be that big of a deal. This is what this song is about. It's just another week in Florida. You know?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, that's not it. We'll just pretend that was it. When the waters rise, when the highway falls, they'll bring in the sun-scarred men from Bithlow and Titusville, and they'll raise up a road. Yeah, they'll still call it A1A. They'll bulldoze the cattle fields, set concrete mansions up along the way, and the alligators, they won't miss a beat. Still an hour or worse from Orlando to Disney and Tampa, they ain't never got a break, sliding into the Gulf off the edge of the state. And it's sinkholes and serpents and razor sharp plants, just waiting for a hurricane. Yeah, God never meant anyone to live down here anyway. Anyway, buying up trailer parks and strip malls, all the way from Destin to Pensacola. And I still sell tours, snorkel to the underwater swimming pools. Yeah, they'll moor up their boats to the street lights, to the abandoned condos. And the alligators, they won't miss a beat. Still an hour worse from Orlando to Disney and Tampa, they ain't never caught a break. Sliding into the Gulf off the edge of the state. And it's sinkholes and serpents and razor sharp plants, just waiting for a hurricane. Yeah, God never meant anyone to live down here anyway. Anyway. When the waters rise, we'll watch the snake bird spread her wings, like a crucifixion, like a resurrection, like an arrow pointing to the mystery. And the wood storks will march like reapers round the sunken parking lots, their snowy wings shielding their prey from the sun's burning gaze. And the alligators, they won't miss a beat. Still an hour worse from Orlando to Disney and Tampa, they ain't never caught a break. Sliding into the Gulf off the edge of the state. And it's sinkholes and serpents and razor sharp plants, just waiting for a hurricane. Yeah, everybody's talking like it's really been minor change. God never meant for anyone to live down here anyway.
Wow, that's wonderful.
That about
That's
sums
the
it
most
up.
accurate Florida song I've ever heard.
Thanks.
So wonderful.
I was
So
kind of
re-
intimidated by Patty Griffin's Florida song. I think is just a masterpiece, but I wanted one too.
The Redneck Riviera, is that you're talking about on the Gandy there?
Isn't that just the
The-
upper
They
upper
also
west?
call that the like the Panhandle area where the
Yeah, the
farm-
Panhandle
Oh,
area,
okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
There's the,
Oh no, that's Redneck, the Redneck Beach or something.
I mean, they call it that. I mean, there's a lot of people.
The only
use that
thing I
term.
missed was the sand spurs.
Oh,
That should
okay.
probably be there.
Mm.
That
I
was
got to
like-
play that in the song contest one time, and Tony Orlando's little brother was one of the judges.
Cool.
And that was his qualification. And he was like, I just couldn't tell if you were joking or being serious.
Yes. So
Yes.
You think?
Yeah. I was just
Yeah.
laughing. I was really pleased. I
You
thought
need a
that's
guitar?
exactly what I wanted him to feel like. Right.
You
There's
might have to
one.
tune it, but- Or unless you want a bigger one.
Does everybody know the amazing Jen Hajj?
Oh, it fell off. Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Although his is better because you can see it at night. We kind of got one of his, but we still haven't figured out what brand it is. What is it, Aaron?
Oh, this tuner? I think it's like Magnatune or something like that. It comes off, it's got a magnet on
I
it.
gotta buy it.
Yeah.
Well, what does it stick to? Oh, the tuners themselves.
There's a
Like-
little metallic dot.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
you, like,
I got you. That
put
Put
on
this thing
there.
on your
and
guitar.
yeah. Let's say you can take that off, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just
move
do
a
that,
little bit
yeah.
here because you're
And if
going
it
to
messes that up, I'm
probably
cool.
get me in
Yeah.
the face here.
You think?
Is it like a double-sided tape?
Yeah, that's a 3M.
How to turn it
supposedly
off, I'm
removable
sorry.
situation.
Just push
Yeah.
it,
Okay.
push it on the
All right, there.
You deserve a lover. You deserve a lover. Yeah, yeah. You deserve a lover. Mm. You deserve a lover. Yeah, You deserve a lover. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You deserve a lover. Yeah, yeah. 4, 3, or 4. You deserve a lover. One will ask you to dance, and when they look into your eyes, never tires of adoring you as their one true promised paradise. Listens when you sing, supports you through it all, loves your freedom, flies with you, and is not afraid to fall. Yeah, honey, you deserve a lover. Yeah, yeah, you can sing along. Yeah, yeah, you deserve a lover. Ooh, yeah, 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 you deserve a lover. You deserve a lover. Ooh, one who takes away the lies, holds you close but not too tight, brings you hope, brings you coffee, brings you poetry, yeah. Brings you chocolate and Netflix and Shakespeare, yeah, music and magic and all that stuff. But don't forget the coffee. You deserve a lover.
Nice.
I could use some coffee about now.
I'm glad you played those Harry Chapin songs. Harry is how I got into this.
Oh, fabulous.
Long Island, he used to have a group just like this. I was in high school.
You know, I've been in Chapin chat for the last about a year now, and we were going to do that. The guy that runs it decided he wanted to take certain albums and have the musicians that come to the Chapin chat play the songs from the album. Well, the last one was short stories. Short stories is some pretty obscure songs that weren't hits. There were a couple were hits, of course, but we were supposed to all show up, and it was about 20 people there, and it turned out that 2 of the other guys that were going to play got canceled that night, and I ended up doing 7 of the 8 songs off of that one album, and they loved it. It was just like, it was good fun, but I love playing Harry anytime I get a chance to.
I was actually on the way to his show.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
Which is why I tend to write story songs.
Right.
So I'm gonna play you one that is brand new. Very much into history. Most of my songs have to do with that. How is this now upside down?
Yeah, you hit that button once and there's 2 different, there's one that's power and one that flips it around.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
Well. So, this is somewhat obscure. It's about, well, your song actually is what brought it to mind. So, it's, but it was about the conflict in Sarajevo and Croatia. shivering in bed, a cold and lonely birthday. The quilt over my head doesn't block my memory. My brother's tired eyes, a figure in the shadows. The pills and the whiskey do not set me free. Morning birds announcing spring, but I'm not feeling anything. I hear a muted knock. Suddenly I'm back there, my brother in his boxers, opening the door. A flash and then a boom, then it's eerie quiet. He falls and there's a puddle of blood upon the floor. I took the rifle from the table, crouched crying in the doorway, heard motion in the forest, twigs crunching underfoot. A single set of footsteps, growing quieter with distance. The smell of golden lilies mixed with blood and soot. Morning birds announcing spring, but I'm not feeling anything. In '95, the guns went silent in our town near Sarajevo. An uncle booked my flight and told me what to bring. Now I'm building decks and learning to do roofing in Duluth. It's winter, but at home it's early spring. Morning birds announcing spring, but I'm not feeling anything. Another knock, I grab my Walther from the top drawer of the nightstand. Between the bed and armchair, there's a space I can crawl through. Hug the wall nearest the window, fingers twitching on the trigger. But when the dog barked in the neighbor's yard, the fog lifted and I knew. And a frightened FedEx driver said, "Here's a package for you." Morning birds announcing spring, but I'm not feeling anything.
Nice, very nice.
Water song. This has been going over pretty well, and I think there's all new people in the group. So if you've heard this before, I'm sorry.
I always forgive you because I'm here all the time, so I've heard them all. They're all good.
I guess I should get to. This is a song for all the security guards in the circle. If you've ever worked as a security guard, I haven't.
Never been a security guard, but I've always dreamed of being part of a heist.
That's a different song.
Yeah.
But I have known some of the kids.
Yes, it is.
Johnny's got his hair spiked kinda orange and gold, fresh out of the psych hospital, 14 years old. Sits outside the coffee house on his fourth cigarette. Well, he knows it's way past curfew, but he's not ready to go home yet. And Adam's got his skateboard shoes laced up just so he rolls through the strip mall till I gotta tell him no. Merchants here pay me to move these kids along, but Adam's got his headphones on. He's listening to a different song. And these kids call me a rent-a-cop. I know that I'm a nameless security guard. With their halos of smoke rings like orphans out searching, they roll between the easy and the hard. Tiffany comes rolling over to the coffee house scene. Johnny gives her a light. She complains her stepdad's mean. She flops down in a chair, stretches out her two bare feet. Toe rings shining like broken glass on a rainy street. Oh, but I'm over it, she says as she throws back her hair. I just need a place to crash. They can call the cops for all I care. An hour later they drift away and I make my final rounds. Cigarette butts scattered like lost toys on the quiet ground. And these kids call me a rent-a-cop, and I know that I'm a nameless security guard. With their halos of smoke rings like orphans out searching, they roll between the easy and the hard. One night Johnny slouches over to where I'm parked. He sees my cigarette glowing in the dark. He wants to bum one, but he doesn't know what to say, so he just mumbles, "You know, those things will kill you." Johnny slouches away. Oh, but he comes back with his own smoke and he's riding his skateboard. He busts a trick off the curb, grinds to a stop up against my Ford. Nice trick, I say, and he shrugs. Just something to do. Mom lays in bed, depressed in bed, sits and watches the news, and then I see him as if for the first time, and I look him in the eye. That parking lot was dark, but I saw parking lot was dark, but I thought I saw him almost cry, and then he turns his head, flicks his ashes into the night air. He says, "It's no big deal, believe me, I just don't care." Then it's my turn to not know what to say, and I just stare up through the windshield as Johnny skates away. But he stops, turns, does another trick, calls back, "Hey, what's your name?" "It's John," I say. He smiles once, "Hey, mine's the same." And these kids call me a rent-a-cop. I know that I'm a nameless security guard. With their halos of smoke rings like orphans out searching, they roll between the easy and the hard. They roll between the easy and the hard. They roll.
Nice.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
That's my favorite so far. That's wonderful.
I think I played this, I don't know, sometime this last week or two.
That's okay.
But I think only Bill's probably the one that's heard it. I wrote this song with Phoebe Hunt, which is an amazing songwriter. The premise of the song is that when cardinals return, it's a loved one coming to say hi, or just coming in times of sorrow or times of joy. So this is called Conversation with a Cardinal. Saw you in a tree, perched high in the clouds, while strolling down a trail of memories. Why did you come to see me now? What do you want to share with me? Saw you by the pool, splashing scarlet wings while strumming my guitar on the patio. Did you come to hear me sing and let me know there's nothing here? Hello, redbird, my sweet redbird. Your visit shows how much you care. Your crimson angel, my crimson angel, thank you for always being there. Seen you fluttering many times before. Always when despair brought me to tears. Did sorrow draw you to my door and let me know there's none to fear? Saw you in a vision late last night. Heard you whisper all your dreams. Do you think my future's bright? What does your message mean? Hello, redbird, my sweet redbird. Your visit shows how much you care. My crimson angel, my crimson angel, thank you for always being there. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for always being
Very nice. Well, if they're available tomorrow and it's not raining too hard, I'm doing balladry tomorrow. It's about the 15th one I've run over the last 29 years. And I've up until heat got me to stop going up there when I was back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, I did about 15 a festival. So somewhere around 200 of them I've played at. But I've got, this will be my 15th hosting. And just like this circle, that's what I live for. I love doing circles. I love getting people involved. And I have a new album that's out. That's going to be out soon. I just finished a Kickstarter, and I'll never do Kickstarter again. Talk about the most stressful thing you can do. I think we were at $1,100 after 10 days, and we needed $8,000. And then I started sending out text messages to about 1,500 of my dearest friends, and it came together. We finally made it. But my girlfriend and I had met about 4 years ago, and we met because Tom Prasad Rao handed her off to me and said, "Hey, Bill, this is Susan. She's a poet, and she wants to know if she could be a songwriter." And just handed her off to me, and we got going on it, and then we got going on a whole bunch of other things. And now we're living in Rockwall again after spending a couple of years in Taos, where I wrote a bunch of songs because the atmosphere of Taos is very conducive for that. It's great for artists, you know, the sunsets and all. And for me, it was just, the name of the album is going to be Looking Out a Picture Window. And I've got the picture on the front of it with my cat, my Maine Coon, sitting in the window, looking out the window. in a posterized version of the picture. It's kind of cool. But this is a song I told my grandmother before she passed at 98 years old that I was going to write a song about my grandpa, her husband, and I never could. I think the first thing I ever tried to write about him, I think the first line was, "My grandpa was a pirate," and it was just lame as all get out. She passed away about 11 years ago at 98. He only lived to 84, but not too long ago, I finally got the idea for this song. My grandpa worked in a steel mill all his life, 47 years of his life, and the only tool I've ever seen him use in his life was a pipe wrench. I mean, he would work on the car with a pipe wrench, but that's what he knew. Anyway, it's called "Spilled a Little Blood." My grandpa worked the steel mills of northern Illinois, the Phoenix Steel Company, till he retired from his employ. 47 years he'd go to work early in the morn. He'd bend horseshoes all day till the sound of the horn. Then he'd come home to Grandma, but first to take a shower, to remove the grime and the grit of a day's work in an hour. Then he'd work out in the field till the sun set in the west. He'd tend the garden to bring the food to the table to be blessed. Grandpa was a quiet man, he never had a lot to say. A pipe wrench in his hand, he'd work on the car in the driveway. Sometimes he would curse expletives in a flood, and he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Now Grandpa never learned how to read or write in school. He did things his own way, always followed the golden rule. But a wiser man you'd never meet in your time on this earth. He knew how to fix things from the moment of his birth. I learned how to use a saw and a hammer and a nail. I watched him and my dad build our house to every detail. They spent all their free time to get the house just right, to have a place for the boys and the girls to sleep at night. Grandpa was a quiet man, he never had a lot to say. A pipe wrench in his hand, he'd work on the car in the driveway. Sometimes he would curse expletives in a flood, and he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Now as a young man I never learned how to swear, but I heard a lot from Grandpa, all that he could spare. And I use them sometimes, just hoping against hope. I will not get my mouth washed out with Mom's ivory soap. Grandpa was a quiet man, he never had a lot to say. A pipe wrench in his hand, he'd work on the car in the driveway. Sometimes he would curse expletives in a flood, and he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Yeah, he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Thanks.
But then we never got to hear about how he was a pirate.
Huh? That's it. That's a sequel, I guess.
This thing twice. You haven't seen this guitar, have you?
It's really unique.
It's Cole Clark from Melbourne, Australia, with all Australian wood. Solid wood guitar, which is not good for taken outside. But it's a 3/4 scale, which fits my hands a lot better. So I picked a song people can sing along with. It's pretty new. It's not recorded yet. Mothers fleeing from sad Ukraine, artists from the south of Spain, dingy subway vagabonds, South Sea Islanders who fish the pond. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are part of the web of life so dear. You are welcome here. Grandma's raising a family or two, nurses caring for me and you, assembly workers with their power tools, young people striking at their school. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are part of the web of life so dear. You are welcome here. Beavers building their river pools, oak trees keeping the forest cool, wolves out hunting to feed their cubs, soil microbes, nematodes, and grubs. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are part of the web of life so dear. You are welcome here. Farmers out in their sea of wheat, Kerrville camps with their voices sweet, clerks and bookkeepers 9 to 5, the village chief glad to be alive. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are part of the web of life so dear. You are welcome here. Connections grow like roots in the dark to all life on earth, and we are just one part. Dandelions blooming twice a year, eagles soaring in the air so clear, those who fall into despair, those who lift them out of their chairs. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are part of the web of life so dear. You are welcome here.
Microbes, nematodes, health. I just never had them come up in a song before.
Then there you go. Just like
Write a song
that.
about anything.
Just like that.
I normally play the big one, but got a few songs.
Good.
I like to break out once in a while. Woke up next to Beauty. I asked her for her name. She didn't give an answer. I guess she's tired of my games. We've been going on forever. At least that's what it seems. She thinks we're getting closer. I think I'm gonna scream. She asked me what you're thinking as she's holding back her fears. And when she says she loves me, I pretend not to hear. Explain I'm just not ready, and she claims to understand. I want to tour the country, and she just wants to hold my hand. Sometimes I think I'm crazy to keep pushing her away. Didn't stop me last time. It sure won't stop me today. She asked me what's the matter as she's holding back her tears. When she says she loves me, I pretend not to hear. I pretend not to hear. I'm leaving in the morning, and I won't be back for years. When I say I'm sorry, she'll pretend not to hear.
Nice.
Great lines in
Yep, about time.
There it is. What's that?
Is it bridge working? It looks like it's
Maybe.
Yeah, it's working.
I brought my phone that has all my songs, set song names on it. I can never think of songs to play.
I like the way somebody said earlier tonight when someone was trying to decide what to do. Someone else said, "Do that one you know."
That's helpful.
It gave him an idea, so maybe it works. I don't know how.
Did you know we break our own hearts? Did you know we tell ourselves when to stop, when to start? We are triathletes competing against our own deck of cards. I of my own self-belief. Jesus and all the other esoteric beings. None of them gave me wings, at least none that I can see. I am a triathlete. I have tried to believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, but trying to believe in someone else is only crushed my soul. Trying to believe in someone else is only crushed my soul. Trying to believe in someone else is only crushed my soul.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Did you drop your pick in the side there?
What's that?
You
Yeah,
dropped your
drop
pick
my
inside
pick.
there?
It's just taller than the rest of it.
You gotta hold it over your head like this and shake it.
That's probably how I warped the bridge.
Oh yeah, that's something to look into when I get home.
It looked like it was trying to turn into a potato chip.
GM.
My comp. You can just talk over it. Gotta have a little background music. Working on that technique.
Vamping.
So,
Pretty good.
this is called What If. And I'd like to say that this is my rewriting of Imagine, using a little Santana, a little Rolling Stones, a little Tommy Two-Tone, with a dollop of cream on top. Just at the very end, after the cream comes in. Fight about money, everybody seems to have enough. We fight about how bad we got it, man, our lives are really tough. We fight about sports and lots of little stupid things. Yeah. We fight about politics and damn near everything. But what if we had nothing to fight about? What if we never made others wrong? What if we had nothing to fight about? What would it look like if we all got along? We fight about religion in the name of gory glory. And we fight about which God owns the territory. We fight about possessions, everybody wants a little more. Well, in the name of God and country, let's start a world war. But what if we had nothing to fight about? What if we never made it wrong? What if we had nothing to fight about? What would it look like if we all got along? You might think I'm crazy that we need not fuss and fight, but I'm not the only one who just likes to redivide. Come on now, join us, it'll be alright. Let us get together, we're all on the same side. We're all on the same side. All on the same side. All on the same side. But what if we had nothing to fight about? What if we never made nothing wrong? What if we had nothing to fight about? What would it look like if we all got along? Yeah, what if we had nothing to fight about? What if we never made nothing wrong? What if we had nothing to fight about? What would it look like if we all got along? If we all got along. If we all got along. If we all got along.
It's the last chord of badge.
So cool to hear some new stuff from you, Aaron.
Thanks.
He was just gonna play one of the old ones, too. Now you made him feel good.
Oh, damn, I gotta do another new one.
Uncle Jimmy made his peace with God. He bowed his head and he said all the words. Every word the Reverend told him to. He didn't bend or change one word. And Mercy was sitting by the bedside. Maybe those were tears of joy she cried. Maybe she was dreaming of joining Jimmy in the arms of God. And the Reverend told us, God don't mind one bit when a wayward lamb comes home late to him. So the angels line the streets in robes of white and they sing. It took 3 days to make arrangements. Mercy did what was required. It was a sunny Wednesday morning. The daffodils are blooming. Tables were set, flowers were bought. The Reverend told the tale while Mercy sobbed. Maybe she was dreaming of joining Jimmy in the arms of God. And the Reverend told us God don't mind one bit when a wayward lamb comes home late to him. Said the angels line the streets in robes of white, and they sing, and the choir swell, Amazing Grace. And eyes were closed and hands were raised, and the Spirit fell and a quiet came like the scent after the rain. And no one asked when Mercy went, where she was at the service end. Maybe she was dreaming of joining Jimmy in the arms of God. On Tuesdays the Reverend used to call. She'd bake a dish, she'd brew a pot. Now she stays home Sundays, she doesn't answer the door. And the Reverend tells us God don't mind one bit when a wayward lamb comes home late to him. So the angels line the streets in robes of white and sing.
Yep.
I was crying. Glad you're going next. I just had to pull myself together. What did I just think?
Don't spill the gravy, Mama sings. Sunrise coffee on the front porch stand. Bacon fire at first light. Picnic lunches on the sand. Cookies around the clock. Dinner on the table every night. Rituals and traditions all we dot our I's and cross our T's. Come gather for worship at the altars of memory. What always was will always be always, but always come and each saucer for the linens carefully. Sail off on a tiny boat, be grateful and try not to gloat and toss off pennies to the sea. rituals and traditions old. We die and cross our T's. Come gather for worship at the altars of memory. What always was will always be. Oh, we put away each cup and each saucer. Fold the linens carefully. We sail off on a tiny boat. Be grateful and try not to gloat and toss our pennies into the sea.
Yeah.
Worship at the altars of memory.
Turn in.
Have a good night.
See you tomorrow.
We're off tomorrow, aren't we? We'll do Threadgill backstage. But there is no Threadgill tomorrow.
Nope.
But we got bills.
In the rain. Just bring your poncho. The last time I did one in the rain, we all stood on the little stage. It was great fun.
Good.
The last time we did a rain one, everybody stood on the stage because it's covered, relatively speaking, and it was fun. Just real fun.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Yes, it's 4 o'clock or so, according to whoever thinks they know what they're talking about, which none of them do.
Stay long enough for
Yeah.
Rebecca, where do y'all live?
St. Pete.
Oh, that's right. I already
Yeah.
asked you that.
That's okay.
It's late.
Actually, they're over by Camp
I'm in
Stupid. Is
Arkansas.
where they're living.
I'm in Arkansas. Where are you from? Are you from Florida?
God, I'm from all over. Like, I was born in Alaska, but we moved a lot, and so I spent like kind of half of it, Alaska, half of it in Texas, like East Texas.
Okay.
Like Washington State a little bit.
East Texas makes sense. I'm just like, there's a southern thing that doesn't really belong to Florida.
When I
certainly
get
not
drunk, I
Alaska,
get
but
like,
really southern.
oh god.
Really East
Yeah,
Texas.
but then I lived in Alaska long enough. When I get cold, I get that Alaska. It's so weird. My brain is confused. I live too many places. Where Arkansas are you?
Harrison, it's north central Arkansas, a little south of Branson.
Okay, Branson. Yeah, it's that.
Take care. Good night.
Alright, I was gonna play something heavy, but my daughter challenged me to write something that wouldn't make her cry.
Good luck.
So I thought, relationship songs, but then I'm not very good at those, so I couldn't say anything because I haven't learned anything clearly. Anyway. Oh God. Poor little Taylor. Okay. If humans were cats, the rats wouldn't stand a chance. We wouldn't take flight in a clumsy dance to avoid them on the sidewalk. If humans were cats, we'd chase every flashing light, stay up the whole damn night, and there'd be no need for small talk. Look at my tail and you can tell exactly how I feel, and I don't mind seeing the same food in my bowl for every meal. If humans were cats, we'd jump from couch to silted chair. We wouldn't need underwear. Whoa, a Victoria's Secret too. If humans were cats, we'd swing from ceiling fans for fun. Try playing with a paint gun and sleeping in a shoe. So there's water in the cooler from the toilet we would drink. We'd be even more neurotic, more business for a shrink if humans were cats. This is a meow along if anybody's interested. Come on. It's my attempt at Pete Seeger. You know? Meow.
That's my meow notes.
Look at my tail and you can tell exactly how I feel. And I don't mind seeing the same food in my bowl for every meal. If humans were cats, we'd spend all day chasing string, toppling over things to hear the crash when they fall. If humans were cats, we'd bring a bird in dead and bloody, strutting in with our trophy, and we'd drop it in the hall. But that proud moment would stutter and then stall when we snuggle up to our sweetie and throw up a hairball.
Yes.
If you record that, if you haven't, you have to be very careful and get the right engineer, who can really get that meow mix. Right?
Thought something was coming.
I was wondering where that was going.
Right into the toilet. Right into the cat box.
Yeah, the litter box. Yeah. I wrote this sitting around here about 4 years ago on a slow day. Didn't know many people. Sitting with strangers, having one more beer, wondering how the hell they ever end up here. I got dark thoughts running around in my head. Then I saw something written on a men's room stall that said, if you need help, just give us a call. So I did. And here's what that recording said. Welcome. You've reached the cosmic call center of your dreams. Happiness is right around the corner. Not as hard as it seems. Choose from one of the following. Pick something that might fit. Operators are waiting to take your call to help you out of your shit. Listen carefully before you make your selection. Our menu options have changed. Sorry for any inconvenience, but lately things have gotten a little bit strange. Press 1 if you know where you're going. Press 2 if you know where you've been. Press 3 if that woman just ripped out your heart. And press 4 if you would do it all over again. Press 5 if your soul is overdrawn. Press 6 if it's all been paid. Press 7 if you want some romance. And press 8 if you just want to get lazy. Undecided? That's okay. Because these menu options will repeat, but not exactly. So just press something. Press 1 if your in-laws make you crazy. Press 2 if there are outlaws down the street. Press 3 if you want to talk to Jesus. And press 4 if it's the devil you've been dying to meet. Press 5 if you've been flying way too high. Press 6 if you're down on your luck. Press 7 if you got the whole deal figured out. And press 8 if you don't know what the fuss is all about. Are you still there? We know it can be hard to make decisions. So we can put you on hold. On hold. But you might really spend a long time on hold.
Terrible music too.
Osmo Call Center, how can we help you? Just kidding, you're still on hold.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Oh my. The only other thing you could add to that song is I'll never do in Spanish. You know that little thing they always put in there for the Spanish speaking people. I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Bernice said it should have been like a chorus of on hold, going up higher and higher.
Oh, you're going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Promise you'll go.
Take it off. It's been really fun.
Yeah,
really
thank
nice
you
to
so
hear
much.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
all of you.
I always appreciate hearing you.
Next year I'll have 3 capos on the guitar.
I know. I know you will.
Are you camping here?
Yeah, in my car.
It's fine.
Jen, how long are you here for?
Until Tuesday. It's a couple days.
Alright, I'm gonna try this song again. First 2 times I forgot the second verse, and that's the most important verse. It makes the most sense, okay. But anyways, it's called Without a Net. I'm pretty sure I got the prompt from you at some point. Super far in front of a crowd, wanting to make her mama proud. Someday she'll reach her goal of being a star of a Broadway show. She arrives at dreams from a foreign place, veiled desperation upon her face, trying to forge a better life away from danger and strife. Walking along a tightrope, balancing with hope. Acrobatics to touch the sky. No one to catch her, still she flies, 'cause she's dancing on the edge of the ledge without a net. Always consumed in endless fear that someone will find out she is here. This is her reality. From her past she longs to be free. Ooh, 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 ooh. Broken, dead and just it's a small price to pay in order to live this way. Walking along a tightrope, balancing with hope, acrobatics that touch the sky. No one to catch her, still she flies, 'cause she's dancing on the edge of the ledge without a net. She loves to perform in front of a crowd, wanting to make her mama proud.
Nice.
I don't remember all the verses.
All of a sudden, just like the last like 15.
I know. The arms are getting cold. Yeah. This is my last song, I think, because I'm going to have to sleep pretty soon.
Yeah.
This is one of my girlfriend's lyrics. She held him in a painter's light, full of promise, shiny bright. She knew of all the gifts he had, none quite touched her like the music had. She thought of him the most at daybreak, when the sun shines through the aspen trees, as she's gazing back across the river. He's the empty space a shadow leaves. Let the wind blow all the snow. Let the wind blow all the snow. Let the wind blow all the snow off Taos Mountain. Soon with the coming of the spring, gone like footprints in a stream, down the dirt road in the high desert. She knows there's no other place he'd rather be. A song he left behind is now a whisper in the river where the horses drink. An imprint of a hand upon a window, a cup left behind in an empty sink. Let the wind blow all the snow. Let the wind blow all the snow. Let the wind blow all the snow off Taos Mountain. Sometimes we think our hearts half empty, on nights we feel the heavy full moon's pull. Remember, our thoughts may be deceiving, for it's really a heart that's full. Let the wind blow all the snow. Let the wind blow all the snow. Let the wind blow all the snow off Taos Mountain.
It's alright, I'd like to do one more. I read the news today. My thoughts are so ugly. My friends and I look at life, and we all agree. Many voices don't. We try to blame propaganda, but the truth is we all live in America. Oh, we all live in America. So easy to judge, call someone mean-spirited. What would it look like across the table, breaking bread? I'm so sure of my choices, I join the hysteria. But the truth is, all live in America. Oh, all live in America. We walk in our bubble, we try to make ends meet. Our cultures rarely collide. We like things real neat, but our kids all wish on a star in their pajamas. For the truth is, all live in America. Oh, we all live in America. We love the comfort food that we were raised on. Tostados, lasagna, sauerkraut, or wontons. We can play strings and brass and woodwinds in an orchestra. For the truth is, we all live in America. Oh, all live in America. In every city and town, every neighborhood party, every holy day, every county fair jubilee, we all love our apple pie and Our Lady of Liberty. And hearing different voices is what it truly means to be free. We all live in America. Oh, we all live in America.
you. Love that.
Yep.